This dream was a rather muddled and confusing one at first sight. It seemed to start at what was apparently my daughter Lindsay's house, although I only saw a small part of it from the inside. It bore no resemblance whatsoever to her home on the personal side, some 10 minutes' drive from us. I seem to have been ushered into a small back room with a bed on apparently the ground floor, where I took my coat and jacket off. The only others I saw were Lindsay and her husband John, normally a large-built man, but now as thin as a rake. They were talking in a neighbouring room, and I could see them through the open door. John was bemoaning the fact that something was strangely wrong at the hotel. He mentioned something about the 5G. I have no idea what hotel he was talking about, as there are none I am aware of anywhere near either of us, but then this was the real side where anything can happen. When I went into the room with them, I found I had difficulty talking to them. Many of my words came out almost as Spoonerisms or similar. Dr. Spooner was, I believe, an English university professor who was notorious for transposing the first letters of words. One of the best known examples was when speaking to a student. "You have tasted the whole worm and must now take the next town drain home." The scene changed and I seemed to be visiting some factory-type building's offices in the middle of nowhere. At what appeared to be knocking off time, quite alone, I descended some stairs, only to suddenly find the last 2 or 3 steps were missing as I dropped down to the floor below. I then found myself outside, where I saw 2 or 3 workmen walking away from the building, who cheerily waved goodbye to me. But then I heard someone say one of the girls from the factory was complaining she had been bitten by a crocodile in the nearby brook. I was just pondering over how there could even be a crocodile in a Bedfordshire brook, unless it was an escapee pet that had somehow managed to survive our generally rotten weather and small enough to inflict only survivable bites when I woke up. The whole thing seems to describe a world in chaos, nothing as it should be, things to come. The reference to 5G seems almost superfluous. The descent down the dysfunctional staircase seems once again to be a warning to me to sort myself out ASAP, or risk ending up together with the majority of humanity lost on the astral plane.
Well, something always fun that somebody got bit by a crocodile, didn't they? So that's the reptilians. Well, yes, we're all going through our process here. Yes, thank you, Peter. Thank you for sharing.